What's going on, guys? The Film Fan Reviews. My name is Stephen Barton II, and today we're talking about a longly anticipated movie for me, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Now, as many people may know that know me, I am a massive Kevin Smith fan. I even enjoy watching Tusk and Yoga Hosers, so take that as you will. So when I heard about Kevin Smith, first of all, with the heart attack, it made me very sad, but I was so happy he recovered from it, lost all that weight, and then decided, hey, I'm going to make this movie that I've been wanting to make for a while now. And he did it, and I'm so happy that he did. I mean, I got to see the early screening of it yesterday. I even got a little poster. It's pretty dope. And I was so excited to see this movie. I love the characters of Jay and Silent Bob. I love all of the movies that they're in. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is one of my favorite comedies of all time. I watch it all the time. Probably seen it at least 50 times. That's being generous. I've definitely seen it more than 50 times, but I love the characters so much, so seeing them up on the big screen, it's actually my first time seeing any of the characters on the big screen because I was born in 1996, so a lot of the movies that came out with them in it, I was far too young to see in the theater. But when the movie started, I wasn't sold on it completely right away. I was like, huh, that's pretty funny, but it didn't really feel like Jay and Silent Bob at first. We kind of just felt like we were following these characters trying to pretend to be them. And then about 15, 20 minutes in, I was like, yep, they're back. It felt like they kind of had to get in their groove a little bit more, but once they got there, they got there. One thing, if you're a fan of all these Jay and Silent Bob movies, especially Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, you know that cameos are a huge thing in that movie, and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is no different. We had a ton of cameos. We had people like Chris Jericho, the WWE AEW wrestler. Ben Affleck was back. Matt Damon was back. Shannon Elizabeth was back. There's a bunch of people that we know from other movies in the Kevin Smith universe. But we also had some new characters, like Kevin's daughter, Harley Quinn, was actually a fairly main character in this movie. And even Jason Mewes' daughter was actually in it too for a scene, which I'm not going to spoil, but it was pretty awesome. And just seeing all these new characters blend in with these older ones, it all worked very well. And seeing all these wonderful cameos, I don't want to say too many more because I want you to experience them yourself, but it is so much fun just to see all these characters come back on the big screen, and it honestly feels like 19 years or whatever it is has not really passed by, or 21 years, my bad. It doesn't feel like that's really passed by because once we get into these characters again, it just feels like we just picked up right afterward, and it's so much fun. I mean, that's the main word for this movie. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it is so much fun. If you love all of these characters and love Kevin Smith's movies, I think you get a huge kick out of this movie like I did. One thing I wasn't really expecting to get into as much was there was a lot of heart and emotion in this movie. Yes, there was some in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Kevin Smith does include some of that stuff sometimes, but they definitely focused in more on the characters, especially of Jay himself, and just kind of showing that he has a deeper side than just being the Snoochie Boochies funny guy. And that was interesting to see. I don't know how other people will react to it, but I personally thought it was pretty beautiful and just a really cool story just to go deeper into this character that seems kind of surface level to a lot of people. So, and I'll just say it right now, my favorite cameo in the movie by far was Ben Affleck. He makes jokes about Batman and everything like that, and it just worked so well. And he also just has a great little monologue, and it's just so awesome. And all the other characters are really great too. Just seeing all of this universe come back to life. I really hope a lot of people check it out once it goes on the Reboot Road show and everything like that, and the next viewing in the next couple days. I think people are going to get a kick out of this movie, and I really hope everyone goes out and checks it out. On my 5-star rating scale, it's a 4.5 out of 5. It's not a perfect movie, but if you're coming to me with my fan rating, it's easily a 5 out of 5. I love this movie so much. It just feels like another Kevin Smith movie in that same world. Does not feel like 21 years later, but I think it's just so much fun to get back with these characters. I've just said that again and again, and everything about it was shot beautifully. Kevin edited it amazing. It just all works so, so well. And if this is the last time we see these characters for a while, I think it's a great little wrap up for them, but I would love to see them delve deep into these characters even more, because I know they were kind of hesitant to go back a little bit, just because Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back especially was just so great. but I think they did a phenomenal job with this, so if they wanted to go back and do another, maybe not necessarily a Jay and Silent Bob movie right away, but I know they've been talking about Clerks 3, and I know Mallrats is still being thrown around a little bit here and there, but seeing those characters back in those movies, I would be so happy to see it. And yeah, please check out this movie if you have the chance. I know they're doing another screening of it on Thursday. They're showing Strikes Back and then Reboot. Definitely check that out. And if you have a chance, go check out the Reboot Roadshow. I don't know if I'll get the chance, but I think it'll be a phenomenal time to be able to see them in person too while they do a Q&A. So if you have the chance, check it out. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Please like the video. Comment your thoughts if you got to see the screening that I also got to. Or just ask me a question. I mean, I don't want to really go into spoilers, but if you have any questions about the movie, I will gladly answer them. And if you want to recommend a movie for me to review, I want to review some older movies for recommendations from you. So comment your movie down there. I would love to try to interact with you a little bit more and do that video for you. And if you'd like, share this video on your social media and follow me on my social media pages. Links will be in the description. And the filmfanreviews.blogspot.com is where I do some written reviews. There's a bunch of archived ones that I started writing them probably about 2 or 3 years ago now, but check those out. I might do some more written stuff soon, and yeah, thanks for watching. Snoochie boochies.